and Sorry. Sorry and God's Mistake, both from Raoul and the Kings of Spain, the new Tears for Fears release. Now, Roland, you are on a kind of a quick American publicity tour of sorts. I'd call it small, but you brought the whole band and all your equipment with you.
You know, this is...
Uh-oh. That's going to make speaking with you difficult. I can't do that with my voice. Hey, how come I can't do that with my voice?
You're not English. In England, we say everything twice. Everything twice.
But you've set up like a four-city tour that you're doing these concerts in?
It's actually 5 cities.
Okay.
So you're not far out. But, yeah, I mean, it's just been sort of playing for you nice radio people.
Well, we really do appreciate that. I read that you have recently found the capacity, and perhaps I shouldn't have read this, but to write love songs, something that you have not been had a penchant to do in the past.
No, that's absolutely right. It's a bit of a personal question, isn't it? But no, I mean, it's funny. I always kind of, I always feel it's like, you know, when you hear Neil Young and he's singing a love song, you know damn well that it's about somebody he knows, and it's somebody that he feels close to, and someone he's had great experiences with. So all the time, I think when I was young, I was too sort of embarrassed to sort of write romantically. But the older I get, the more I think it's kind of like, it's quite a nice thing to do, really.
I would agree. Now, give us a little insight into the title of the record, Raoul. I know you have a son named Raoul. Does that play into the title of the record at all?
No, it's mere coincidence. No, I mean Raoul. Yes. Well, I was born Raoul. I was called Raoul for 2 weeks, and then my mother changed it to Roland. I come from a cross-cultural marriage. My mother was English, my father was French with sort of Spanish and Argentinian background. And there was a kind of like fight going on between, in a sense, the two cultures, the Latin and the more Anglo-Saxon. And my older brother is called Carlos Orzabal de Quintana. And with me, I think my mother started to win the battle. And so that's really what it's about. I felt it was... time to kind of exploit and express the more foreign side of my nature, the more Spanish side or the more Latin side.
So has that been
Raoul and the Kings of Spain?
Has that been cathartic for you in that sense?
Yeah, yes and no. I mean, it's just at the moment it's very strange because the record's doing much better in Latin countries. So I must have tapped into the Latin psyche. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I think I do. At least I'll say I do. Now, the next 2 tracks you're going to do segue together on the album itself, and you have a tendency to do that occasionally. Do you like to hook up musical ideas? Is that the main link? Is the music? Yeah,
I think it's partly because, I mean, without getting too heavy, we're very used to sort of seeing things in bits nowadays. Everything is separate. Everything has its own place. You know, whether it's, you know, what songs we program on the radio, what category they fit into, and it can be the same with an album. If you buy an album and you put it on, and it's just like one song, then another song, then another song, or a collection of songs, that for me isn't what an album should be about. I prefer sort of a theme that runs through it, and when you segue pieces of music, it really does confuse people as to what is the beginning and what is the end, because that's certainly not a question I know the answer to anyway.
So the title from Raoul and the Kings of Spain is coming up right now on KFOG 104.5 and 97.7, Tears for Fears.